I just got out of my car and I said, oh my God, who am I going to vote for? Who am I going to vote for? So then I just looked and I said, you know what? I was watching all the debates, so I said, Hillary Clinton it's going to be.
I think the Republican voters in New Hampshire are somewhat undecided between the three top candidates, Rubio, Trump, and Kasich. I'm hoping that Kasich comes out on top.
I'm confident that Bernie can do it, actually. You know, at first I thought, well, you know, can he really? But I think he doesn't have a lot of the negative baggage that Hillary has.
You will have to say, though, that if you're going to go out and vote, as the First Lady showed us, it's always important to have your hair color coordinated with your outfit. Well done. All right, less than 2 hours before the final polling place in New Hampshire closes, all the doors. The final vote counting begins to see who'll be celebrating, who'll be wailing and gnashing of teeth for the GOP heading for South Carolina. Let's get some facts, bring in the man who knows more about primaries and such events than all of these phony pundits combined. From Manchester, New Hampshire, Newsmax chief Washington correspondent John Gizzi joins us. We did not put him in the snow this time. We thought that we would give him a chance and actually be able to stay inside. Hey, John, let's go ahead and start out here right away. 2:30 this afternoon. The Fox website had put up the winners. And actually, it was captured by a number of people on Twitter. It shows that Donald Trump won 28% of the vote, Marco Rubio 15%, Ted Cruz 12%. They had 100% of the precincts all counted, and they said, there it is, we got it. Of course, it left after a couple of minutes, and they said it was a technical glitch. But, hey, John, we better be careful. Might be a conspiracy.
It might be a conspiracy by people who don't know New Hampshire voters, who are notorious for making up their minds and changing them at the last minute.
So let's talk about that, John. What's the sense that you get there? Because that's what we've been talking about the last couple of days, that New Hampshire may change its mind. But a lot of the pundits are saying, not going to happen. Trump is going to snowball his way to victory here, and Hillary's going to suffer a crushing defeat.
All right, he may well win. There's no question about that. But Mr. Trump also may not win by a big margin. Remember, he has the highest negatives of any of the candidates. And in the last few days, one saw a surge for John Kasich that was clear. Larger crowds, positive reaction to his performance in the debates. And I just was in touch with former State Attorney General Tom Rath, the quarterback of the Kasich campaign. They sense a surge for the man from Ohio as well. So my guess is that he'll come in second, and it will be like the throw with the basketball between Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio for the third spot. My guess will be Rubio.
If indeed John Kasich is the second place finisher for the GOP, Cruz, Rubio, the rest all finish far behind him, what does that then say about John Kasich moving forward and the momentum that Ted Cruz might have lost and will have lost from Iowa?
All right, two things you have to remember, Ed. First of all, John Kasich already does have an organization in South Carolina. He just needed to get a pass from New Hampshire. If he wins here, he will make the Palmetto State even more competitive when it votes on Saturday or February 20th. As for Ted Cruz, remember something. He got a lot of momentum in Iowa. He did not put as much emphasis in New Hampshire. Many skeptics of his in Ohio said he was running, or rather Iowa, said he was running a one-state strategy. And consistently, he has not appeared in the frontier of candidates here in New Hampshire. So I don't even think Ted Cruz himself would be surprised by his ending up in the back of the pack.
60 seconds left here. Do you get the sense that Marco Rubio's robo moment really did cost him, as some of the pundits are saying, and will cost him down the road?
Let me put it this way. Marco Rubio's robo moment, as you put it, Ed, certainly stopped what was clearly momentum that he had coming out of Iowa. There's no question about that. And had he not had that moment, I might have been talking about him rather than John Kasich for the all-important second spot. That said, he's still pretty strong. He drew crowds throughout the state. He was even having good fun with Trump supporters and other backers of his opponent today, and his people are feeling very good about tonight. But
Everybody,
it's not what might have been.
Everybody feels good a little bit after 6 o'clock Eastern time when the polls haven't closed yet. Welcome to New Hampshire, and welcome to any sort of primary voting whatsoever. John, thank you very much. Good to see that you're staying warm this time, and I hope we get a chance to talk to you tonight, my friend. Your information is invaluable. Talk to you real soon. A reminder then about later on tonight. Don't forget, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to take it right through the night. All the speeches, all the moments, all the good, all the bad. And, of course, we're going to hear a lot of excuses by the time everything is all said and done. Join us right here for our coverage of the New Hampshire primary only on Newsmax. Stay with us because the Hardline continues right after this.